Hey guys, it's 21 Maxwell here. I'm alive. We are actually going to get another TNA episode out. Apologies for the little delay in this episode. As you've known in the last episode or a previous episode, obviously I started a new job. It's been going well. Just the early starts have pretty much scunnered me. Alongside the release of FM, which has meant we'll fit a bit of TEW in. But now we're back in the groove with some TNA Impact. On the day where they seem to have lost their deal with Challenge TV in the UK, so could the doors be closing on TNA? Possibly. Remains to be seen as we go into 2017. I just want to say as well, put the poll up on Twitter. It was either going to be 2 episodes with no storylines written out or every storyline written out in 1 episode. The latter I'd have had no chance doing. Like, time has just been not on my side compared to what Bray Wyatt used to say. But we'll carry on. I feel like it's been a nice refreshing break from TW. I think it's maybe been 2 weeks and a half since I've played it. Obviously the WWE one is actually played right up to WrestleMania. I had a serious addiction to that save. So we've just come through the Survivor Series there, we've come through the World Grand Prix. Interesting to know how people react to the World Grand Prix, if they felt like it was too many episodes dedicated to such a thing. But in the long scheme of things, in terms of getting workers over, getting storylines over, it certainly helped. But we're back to TNA. We're on the back of TNA Genesis. We're heading to our next event, which is going to be Against All Odds, which is in a couple of weeks, as we're heading to TNA Lockdown. So, as always, I'll explain the storylines as we go along. Here we go, episode 51, I believe, of TNA Making an Impact. So we have 4,806 in attendance at the Ahern Fieldhouse. No idea where I've put it. This show. EC3 starts it. He cuts a promo on Fergal Devitt Sunday at Genesis. Devitt retains the championship over EC3. EC3's not happy. He's complaining he wants another chance, and it's a B+86 promo just to show off their strong start, and it gets the crowd a little bit hotter. So, interesting to see where that takes us later on in the show. Next up, we start the show with a bout that had some subpar wrestling and little heat, and it's the X Division champion Kenny Omega defeating Spud in 10 minutes and 12 by pinfall with Croy's Wrath, a D+48, still building up Kenny Omega. He produces a 48 performance to the 36 of Spud. No skill improvements, but a good win for Kenny. After the matchup, he cuts a promo on Ricochet. He took Ricochet out last night Sunday after he's won over Akira Tozawa. So at C-54, holding up a good bit of heat between these two to hopefully allow them to deliver a blockbuster match down the line. The angle got the crowd hotter and the storyline has advanced. Next up and about that had some terrible wrestling and non-existent crowd heat. Our latest knockout, Tanya, defeated Kellyanne English in 5:22 by pinfall with the roaring elbow. The former Emma is of course debuted alongside Sienna and Brittany Knight against Ali and Gail Kim. But I'm looking at this as an opportunity to build up one Kellyanne English's skill set, having matches against good workers. It hopefully will put over Ali, it hopefully will put over Tanya, Brittany and Sienna, so we have a very strong and young knockouts division going forward. So a D42 as Tanya makes her television debut, or in-ring debut. A 28 for English and a 43 in-ring performance for Tanya. She improves performance skills, and overall, only negative was Kellyanne English for being rusty. But she's going to get a lot of matches with us as an enhancement talent initially, and hopefully we can improve her. And after the matchup, we see the faction of Sienna, Brittany Knight and Tanya beating down Kellyanne English just to get a little bit of heat. So an E+32, the angle cooled the crowd a little bit, however Tanya's getting better at her gimmick. After this, the new 50% owner of TNA, so we get 50% with Carly, we get 50% with now Brandy Rhodes. and she's going to book a match up which will see Tanya take on Ali next week on Impact. So an E plus 32 will hopefully use Brandy's overness to good effect. And what I'm actually going to do is, because I'll forget, just with how hectic life is at the moment, we'll actually put that match in now. So it's going to be Ali versus Tanya, and that's on next week's show. I don't do a lot of this pre-booking because usually I'm very consistent in shows, but the way my schedule's going, it probably won't be until Wednesday or Thursday until I get this show done. Have the next show done, sorry. Next up, remember the BC obviously complaining that they weren't doing anything, and about they had decent wrestling but didn't have much heat, and it saw them, Adam Cole and the Jackson brothers, defeating the team of DJ Zema Ion, Chris Melendez and Sami Callihan in 7:47 when Adam Cole defeated Chris Melendez by pinfall with a flying crossbody. Pretty solid C64 considering the lack of overness in the babyface team. Adam Cole slowed down by his injury. Good to see that both DJ Zema Ion and Sami Callihan are getting better at their gimmicks. The match get the crowd hotter, and Adam Cole looked really good out there. A 70 performance for Nick, a 69 for Matt, and a 76 for Adam Cole, with 46 performance for Sami Callihan, pretty respectable, 35 for DJ Zema Ion, and a 28 for Chris Melendez. Adam Cole improves on Rumble skills, but overall it's just trying to find that perfect thing for the BC. We really just need to find them a faction to take on, so I think that's going to be an aim in the upcoming weeks. We then have a backstage heated confrontation between Drew Galloway and Magnus. They can't decide and they can't figure out who is the better man. They fought at Genesis, which ended up in a draw, so they just continue to have a heated argument to see who they believe is the better superstar. C plus 67 continues the storyline, although it lost a tiny little bit of heat. Next up is an about that had some decent wrestling but didn't have much heat, and it was the American Wolves, Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards, who defeated the team of Eli Drake and Braxton Sutter in 6:56 when Eddie Edwards defeated Braxton Sutter by pinfall with a cross-legged fisherman's buster, and Braxton Sutter was the weak link. But a very good C plus 69, Davey and Eddie with a 76 and 71 respectively, 35 for Braxton Sutter and a 46 for Eli Drake. Continues the tag division storyline because Wolves are paired up. As much as I'd love to kind of take them apart from each other, split them up, I just feel like we've got so many singles competitors at the moment that this would not be a good idea. Maybe pushing Eddie down to the X division, just purely to try and build some of them up alongside him. Overall, good matchup for them, just gives them a bit of momentum till we decide what we're doing with the tag division. Next up, we basically just see Bobby Lashley leaving the premises. Basically found out he had nothing for him today, so it's just a case of Bobby Lashley is just away home. He's not here. So a B minus 77. Next up was a matchup that had decent wrestling but didn't have much heat, and it saw Shibata defeat Robbie E in 8:02 when Shibata beat Robbie E up so badly the referee had to stop the match, and Shibata made the third defence of the TNA National Championship. So a C64, obviously carried by Shibata and his 72 performance, Robbie E with 33, Robbie E improving technical skills, and only negative was both men holding back. Overall, a good performance there, something I'm pleased with. Carly, obviously now upset at what Brandy Rhodes did earlier in the night, has decided to book a main event tag team match between the team of Drew Galloway and Fergal Devitt against Magnus and EC3. This gets a C60. Carly performing poorly, which is a shame, and the UK storyline has advanced but lost a little bit of heat. And next up we had Rey Mysterio defeat Mike Bennett in 9:51 by countout. This was a C62. Mike Bennett getting a strong showing here. 51 performance from him, a 74 from Mysterio. Mike Bennett getting better at his gimmick. And of course, with no Bobby Lashley around. We then see Rey Mysterio get the crap beat out of him by the team of Bennett and Brian Cage. Obviously, they lost on Sunday against him, and Mysterio has obviously no backup here because Lashley's not in the premises, so Bennett and Cage make the numbers game work to their advantage in a D plus 53 segment. We then have a Chris Jericho interview segment. He obviously took on Bram on Sunday, and the two of them decide, Jericho's going to taunt him a little bit. Bram's obviously a bit pissed off. He took out Jeff Hardy. He wants to take out Chris Jericho, and he decides to attack him after being taunted. Delighted to say this brings an A93, so Chris Jericho, drink it in, man. The list of Jericho, all that jazz, is just doing excellent ratings with his great performance skills, or entertainment skills, sorry. I have a promo from from Devitt and Galloway on EC3 and Magnus, just hyping up the main event. Devitt's just saying he won the match fair and square, but if he needs to keep proving time after time that he deserves to be the champion and that he can beat EC3, then he will. B77 or B-77 storyline gains a bit of heat. And it leads to our main event. I bet they had some great wrestling and good heat. It was a team of EC3 and Magnus defeating Drew and Fergal in 1352 when EC3 defeated Fergal Devitt by using underhanded tactics. So a B78 there, an 87 inning performance from Devitt, 66 from Galloway, 68 from Magnus, and an 80 from EC3. It's up to us to get some of the other guys up a little bit to build up their overness, just to make sure they're up and competing at the same level as like sort of Devitt and an EC3. So that's the aim, and overall, pretty happy with that. It gives us a show rating of a B80, which increases our popularity in 18 regions. You can see an idea of where we're going with some feuds. Some will take longer to build. The problem is it's getting one or two workers over, and we're really trying to focus on making sure we're getting like a full division of stars. So we'll get a very competitive X division, a very competitive Knockouts division, National division, and then Tag Team division, and then of course the main event scene as well. So all I can say, guys, is I hope you enjoyed the episode. It was a little bit put together at the last minute, just to say work has been draining the hell out of me, just because I was in my flip reverse of a sleep pattern. But as I say, once we get back into the swing of things, once we get a few episodes put together back to back, momentum starts playing a massive factor for me in TW. And once we get in the groove again, hopefully we can keep improving and end up in a far better predicament than TNA is at the moment. So all I can say is thank you as always for watching. It's deeply appreciated. Any comments are deeply appreciated. Any shares, likes, subs, all that jazz are all deeply appreciated. Any comments, and if you're still enjoying TW yourself, how are you feeling now the game's been out for the best part of 6 months roughly? Started May we got the game. So let us know how you're finding the game now. Do you feel like the amount of patches we've had is maybe too many, but at the same time, has it benefited your gaming experience with it? Let us know with that. And of course, as always, if you do wish to take up TW on YouTube, or if you want to just write about it, you can, and that is probably the best place to start, is either the good old Fantasy Booker subreddit, a lot of good friends over there, or the Brewdog Software Forums Dynasty section. You'll get a lot of help there. You get a lot of people that will, give you some helpful tips on what to do, and you can maybe even improve yourself as a booker. So a quick look. Momentum's at a 62. Still looking to try and get Roderick strong. I don't think we will. And then just Kenny Omega changing his style, and a 3.99 TV rating, which might be our highest. Apart from that, it's really just stuff of how we done at Genesis. So as always, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully we should be back to normal schedule. Next episode should be fine for Friday. If not, I would like to think it will be up for Friday. It just might not be 3 o'clock like usual. It might be a little bit later. But if that suits people, later than 3 p.m. GMT, then we'll go with that. But definitely looking to maintain the Tuesday-Friday schedule for TNA and the Sunday schedule for WWE. That's booked up until mid-December. Because I'm doing split branded pay-per-views. Once I get back into that again, it'll be good. I say I left that good position just after WrestleMania, so fresh ideas when I get into it. And we go from there. So thanks always, guys. Deeply appreciated. See you soon. Bye bye.